the old members that have found their way back to the community. I need you just as much as you need me. As we've been staying patient, staying on target, and making sure we don't let our emotions talk us out of a good thing, as we've been waiting for. Don't ever listen to somebody who's trying to push you out. Don't listen to the ones that don't understand the setup. And when it's in the accumulation phase, you do not sell out of the accumulation phase, no matter what anybody says, no matter how bearish it looks. And today, like I've been saying, XRP holders will be rewarded. We are lagging behind. And on the next push up from Bitcoin, XRP would triple. It at least move. I had the possibility of a 3x of what Bitcoin's going to do on this next rotation. But it had the ability to where we were going to outperform the rest of the market. And on the first chance Bitcoin got to break bullish out of its handle formation, XRP's up 18% today. And it's a beautiful day indeed. Not just that, XLM's up 13%. XDC, if you don't own that, or if you own it, I should say, man, are we getting ready to roll? Same thing with Vchain and Zil. They're getting ready to explode. H-bar, same fucking thing. Excuse my French, I'm excited. But we own this entire list that's on the cusp here of having the big breakout. We've already got, again, today, Algo's up another 8%. We bought that under 10 cents. Julie's happy with Doja. She has it from 5.5 on this rotation. But right now, XRP, we're over 1x now. So everybody who's been bagging on XRP, as I say, let them bag. Year over year, XRP was our worst bag, and we were up 80% before. Now we have a 34.6% or 34.6 cent buy-in 1 year ago, and now we're up over 100%. There is no reason to fear the unknown if you understand a fundamental setup like we do. And it's on days like today where I stand tall and proud that I'm hearing every single up and down, left or right, no matter what happens, we're here together. So you have to have that positivity over negativity, and you cannot let the emotion cloud you. We were so happy yesterday when it fulfilled that 4% drop. When I talked about we're setting up danger yesterday, be careful to XRP holders, we specifically targeted the leverage because we said even if you made a good bet going long, there is a strong possibility that you're going to get liquidated here yesterday on that 4% drop, which we did have, and we'll go over that. And then it rotated out so beautifully. And I came on at 4 a.m. and said, guys and gals, get ready. Because Bitcoin was pulling up, XRP hadn't moved, but the setup was so perfect that we are finally being rewarded. And like I've said before, and I'll say it again, when XRP moves, you better accumulate before the move. You know how many people are going to get on now and say, oh my God, how did we not see this? Oh, we seen this and we knew we had to be patient. It doesn't move 5 and 6% like most other cryptos. When it wants to do it, it's up. We're from this price to that price, as you've seen. We were stuck at 62.5 cents this morning and 63 cents. All of a sudden, I do a short, and I'm talking about the technical move up to 66 cents first. I'm walking back from the gym after, and from the time I left the gym, XRP was at 62.4 cents. When I got home, it was at 69 cents. Now, before the live even started, 15 minutes later, it's almost at 73. XRP doesn't move slow. That's why I love it. It gives you all the time in the world to accumulate. You can listen to all the trash talk while all the meme coins are running. But when it's our time, it is our time. And you come on days like today and look at this. Even if we didn't capitalize on the 94-cent push, now we're back up to almost 73 cents, and we're looking very strong here. Looking like we caught a bull market or the bottom of a bear market at the perfect time. So I'm going to commend everybody who continues to do exactly what needs to be done. It's on days like today, I tell my audience, pay it forward. I'm here every single day. I would love to see new members of Tom's Army. I would love to see, like I say, 1 time per month, send a YouTube super chat to pay it forward. As I put out all my content for free, I don't sugarcoat it. I show everybody my portfolio as I'm building it, so you can do it with me, as most of you have. And then I also don't hide behind a paywall. You don't ever see me advertise products, because I want you to understand how to trade crypto and understand the fact that tagging it with precious metals at the right time in commodities, you don't need to do anything else. This is literally how I do things. I accumulate. During the accumulation phase, as I continue to say, and then you have that big payoff. And then if the market tells you it's done, then you rinse and repeat. This is how I make my living for the last 6 years. Well, no, I can't say that because I still had a job 6 years ago. Back since the pandemic is how I've been making my living now, since that. Instead of going back to work, I fundamentally figured it out. And then over a year after I started doing this, I decided to start the YouTube channel because I wanted to be a station that told the truth, but I also wanted to be a station that made a fundamental difference in people's lives without having to try to make that penny grab. This is how we do it, folks. This is how you do it. We've been talking about this. This is all tailor-made. We should have just kept this target up too, because we already know we came from here to here. And look, we fulfilled that out already too. This is why technical analysis I love. And it's not just this technical analysis. You're going to start to see now what's the level we've been tugging at. And we got to get into the intro and I'll go through the comments. But I told everybody, this pattern is the one that told us it all. It's told us it all from the beginning. And now, I mean, you can't make this stuff up. This is the all-time pattern. What have we been saying? Even if XRP is bearish, we need to come to this third hit on the downtrending resistance. That's why when it all else fails, look, I even signaled this, the exact move before it happened for everybody. And now if it breaks out, that's when we get excited. And if Bitcoin is validated right now, XRP, if it breaks out of this formation, why I'm excited. What happened right now is fucking beautiful. It is. I love it. But if we get above, and let me just tell you right now, Bitcoin's ran 200 and something percent, almost probably 300% now since no, not quite 300, 250%. XRP, for all intents and purposes, hasn't done dick still. If we break over 75.3 and we back test it like I'm showing, and yeah, I don't think it's going to take until April 29th in this fashion to do this, but it could, big breakout back test. If we do this properly, we do have a technical target to retest the 2021 bear market rally. So if you're not excited, I don't know what's going to get us. Holy shit, 239 people in here. That is unfucking believable. 86 likes, folks. Please, 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 please. Make sure you hit that like button so YouTube will recommend this live. The information you're going to get from this live alone and what we front ran the entirety of this entire market, no matter what anybody says, I tell you, I don't care what anybody says. I know what's going to happen. I can see it. And what did I say? What did I give the technical target for Bitcoin if we just did not lose 66,283? 73,860. I didn't see one person call for that technical target. And then I said, if you get on top of here, oh my God. Oh my God. And look, now we're starting to push towards this area. To me, this is where it's so much fun being in crypto. And yeah, I'm very excited about precious metals as well as gold. At the same time as this, we've targeted is at an all-time high. I'm not just making money in crypto, it's in precious metals, but crypto is the baby of it all because this is what keeps you from having to do a 9-to-5 if you know what you're doing on very small amounts of money. My portfolio, and I'm not afraid, I'm not bashful. It started this time around, we put $7,300 into it. Anybody in the community could have done the same thing. And I don't know, I might not be able to check because how much you want to bet Uphold. Something went wrong. It's down during high times of volatility. Again, as always, I can maybe see my portfolio. Oh, it's trying to load up. But yeah, Uphold is not working properly again. So as usual, Uphold is down. My big pet peeve about the market is every exchange goes up. BITUNIX, I'm telling it right now. Video description below and or pinned comments. BITUNIX is up and running right now. Perfectly fine. In the USA, you don't even need to use a VPN. The lowest spot and futures leverage trading fees in the market. This is why I keep funds. I've got $1,800 right now on BITUNIX to keep it clear. I've built it up right now on BITUNIX just so I could have funds for a time if I had an opportunity or if I need to do something. So there's a reason why I'm starting to move money there because I'm getting sick and tired of supporting these. Like I'm going on Uphold to see my standings right now and it's down. I can't even see what I hold. Like I can't see. Something went wrong. Please try again later. Every single time there's a move, it's a sure as day Uphold's going down. Coinbase will probably be down. Binance will be down. Kraken will probably be down at some point. I'm just resting assured now that I can see, again, BITUNIX without a fucking flaw is still working. So, and I'm very passionate about it because I'm done supporting the exchanges that continue to let us down, period. I'm not going to talk, oh man. Oh, YouTube is messing with the stream. Is it really? I don't know. I haven't noticed anything about the stream. Oh, I got to look at the comments. I am so sorry. So let me timestamp this. But make sure you check out the video description below. So you have another option. Yeah, BitGet in the USA, though, my friend, I stopped supporting them because they stopped supporting USA users. Unless you already had an account, they turn their back on us, and they won't allow new users. Them and MEXC, that's why I stopped supporting them and talking about them. I'll talk about MEXC for the UK, but BITUNIX is up. Licensed since 22, never got rid of XRP. UK license, Canadian license since 24. Take a look at it. It's in the pinned comments. Join me over there. It's been a blessing for me. They never got rid of XRP during the entirety of the lawsuit either. So let me timestamp this. Good early afternoon, 12:31 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Monday, March 11th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Wow, we hit 300 people. There's no way I can get through all these comments, but I want to get through the ones who have made a donation. Wow. Sam, thank you for the $19.99 donation. Paying it forward. Thanks for your awesome TA, Tom. Thank you so much for that, Sam. Joshua, thank you for being in Tom's Army for 5 months with the XRP Predictor, and thank you for the $4.99 donation. Thank you for always being there for us, brother. You're the OG of the OGs. I appreciate that. And for anybody who doesn't know, my original sign-in was not just XRP Future Millionaire. It was XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XLM and Future DigiByte OG. And what did we play yesterday or 2 days ago? What do I always play when it's about to break out? For anybody who's an oldie, I always do The Sun. I always sing Sunny Days, a song when it looked bad, when moments away from breaking out, even though we were dumping, we were about to have a pump on the horizon. I did it 2 days ago for anybody who's taking notes. Yes, sir. Somebody knows the routine. Sunny days indeed. All right, so we'll continue on here. I just want to thank the donation so I don't lose them. And then I seen one more. Jeffrey McGuire, thank you so much for the $20 donation and also for being in Tom's Army for 5 months with the XRP Predictor. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Ooh. Gala, we'll get to that later. We own Gala too, and we're doing fucking fabulous with Gala. We've owned that since right around 1 cent. Gala at one point, I believe, was up over, around 80 cents at one point. So anyhow, let's get to this, folks. So XRP, and I apologize, there's no way I can keep up to these comments and go back and forth today. Tanja, where are all the haters? I called a short. I didn't call a short yesterday. What are you talking about? I called a 4% drop, and we said if it broke down, that could be the target. If it broke up, we had the target. You obviously were not in the live. But yes, thank you. We called a 4% drop that happened. And then we also talked about a technical move if it had a continuation to 56 cents. That continuation never happened. We also talked about the bear trap. So if you're going to come in here trying to start some trouble here, I don't appreciate it. At least be transparent here, my friend. So, this is what I call the backhanded compliment. You know, bringing up something that's technically partially correct, but not saying the entire truth of it. So, this has been foreseen here, folks, for a very long time. Let's see who else. Ty Guy says Tom's energy is unmatched. Very true, very true. Some say I'm always spot on. It's not that we're always spot on. We are very, very in the moment. But we also have different technical targets and setups. We knew if it broke down, so we talked about this yesterday. If Bitcoin broke down, and this was contingent on 66,283 if Bitcoin would have lost. If it didn't, we already knew a technical target. And if you're new, our technical target, as long as Bitcoin didn't lose 66,283, and it would behoove me. I talk both sides of it, just so when somebody sees it going one way or the other, they can make an informed decision on the fly, because I cannot be here 24 hours a day, as hard as I try. So yes, I'll show both scenarios, as you see right here. We showed what could happen if it dropped down, and we had a stepping stone. We also showed if it did break out of this formation and came back up, the next move up would be 73,860, and I thought we were in a bear trap. But I always do my due diligence. So yes, you might be factually inaccurate, But you're correct. We talked about that possibility so that we didn't get caught up. I think as a good person who does technical analysis, you shouldn't hide from the bad. You should still show it so your audience knows the possibilities. That's why we said proceed with caution yesterday as a leverage trader. I said spot is king for a reason. So that's what we do, brother. MC Prosperity. Thanks, Tom. Let's go. With the $20 donation. Holy smokes. Thank you so much for that, MC Prosperity. That is incredibly generous. Incredibly generous. Yep, XRP, it always has a problem on uphold. I can't describe it enough. I cannot describe it enough. Exploded, uphold, it had issues. I decided to put my XRP to it. Yep, my XRP right now, I have it on. I'm very transparent with it. I put it on Zoom, formerly known as Zoom or Xanix or whatever the fuck they call it now, so that I could have exposure on the XRP ledger for this AMM that's coming. I'm expecting at some point to be rewarded here and be able to get a little bit of dollar on top. David, looks like I hit a nerve. No, sir. No, sir. You hit an infactual and impartiality that I want people to know the truth. But that's the last time I'll acknowledge you. So even if you struck a nerve, it'll be the last time I call your name. John, ordered ledger. Indeed, some people do decide to do that. Mav sold, we're going to dump. I mean, at some point, we probably will. That's why I always say, you front run the moves, and then you can make an educated and informed decision whether you want to hold through this. I'm not a financial advisor, so what the hell do I really know? But this is where you can make your own decision. I can only tell you what I'm doing and what I'm building for. Please make sure to hit that like button. Just about 55% of the people have hit that like button. This is a day where we can truly make an impact on YouTube through the recommendations, so that more people will find us through their YouTube feed, and we'll get not just the lovers but the haters in here, because we need the critics as well. And generally when somebody's a critic on days like today, they've missed out. So just understand you got to fight the good with the evil, but you want to have a positive outflow. You want to make sure not to let your emotions dictate your next decision. And for XRP, folks, right now, to say we're going to dump is not a thing we can say just yet. You would have to come up to the Bitcoin technical target. As we talked about 71,100 before, in time, if you let it play out, as long as you don't lose the big areas like 66,284. It's 283 I've been saying, but for some reason I deleted it and I had to put it at 284, and I was not trying to get it right to the dollar. So that's what we had to hold, and we've never lost it, and we've actually done this beautifully. Now, if we want to say Bitcoin's going to have a massive continuation, and this is where it gets very juicy, and I want to go back and look at Vchain and Zoe, because I believe for some who are a little disappointed here, who missed the XRP move, that is not accurate. What are you doing, Tom? Like, you can't just lie about it right there and just say, oh, that's where it happened. Well, not lie about it, but that would be see, that's where when you get excited, sometimes you are trying to do things so quick and you could lose sight of your own technical analysis. We need to be accurate here. We need to find this. It went up here to the resistance, came down to support. So there is your technical move right there on a breakout from this rising channel, which, yeah, can be bearish reversals if you don't break out. So on a breakout, we've talked about how Bitcoin 89,000, we're going to lower that estimation now. I've talked about 89,000, but I think 83,000 is exactly where we should be. 83,700 on a breakup. And then on this technical move right now, we still have to fulfill the move to 76,860. Granted, that rising channel resistance is a little over it, but I'm going by the technical break targets. So this is what I'm looking at. The volume is crushing it right now for Bitcoin, though. So anybody who thinks it's just going to reverse right now, remember, we already had a 10,000 point handle. So it's very possible that maybe it could reverse, because once you come up to the top of the channel, there's always a chance to come down. But now what's happened, like I was talking yesterday, if this played out to the top side, in the live we talked about, then maybe your next correction would be a 12%, but it's only to the bottom of the channel, and now your floor is at 65,500. That's 10,000 points up from 55,500. So now is where it gets very, very interesting. Just like I continue in the back of my head, I'm thinking about ZIL. I can't help it. ZIL seems undervalued right now. I've set this move up in my own head, just like I did with XRP on a breakup or a breakdown. I suppose I should be transparent like I was last night with XRP. And it's not that I'm saying you should go short here. I'm just saying if it breaks down, these would be the technical targets. And if it breaks up, and I believe if you're doing a good job and you understand it at a more minute level, you should show all the targets so that everybody can make a decision whether it breaks up or down. I think that's the right way to do technical analysis. So if it would have broke down 2674, if it breaks up here, and every circumstance here points to the fact that we are moments away from a breakout here. We have a big bull flag set up. We had a consolidation formation. So that's that. But flare, okay, everybody, and I'm glad somebody said that. So flare is another one that is about to break out. And I've got this set up as well. Flare, and we know it runs similar to XRP, and it's at the bottom of its move right now. It's already had a nice consolidation. It's right about the uptrending support. But if flare breaks out, we're looking for an initial move. So who thinks flare is going to break out? Who think because of what XRP is showing us, flare's lagging behind? And if you had, let's say you had $1,000, would you not? I'm not talking leverage. If you had $1,000 right now, would you? Or how about this? If you had $1,000, would you throw it on flare right now? Because the technical target, the move suggests from where it's at right now, and we could break down a little bit still. We don't know. The technical move still suggests we should pump about 23%. So yeah, I personally think flare is about to move. This is another one. Phantom, of course, another one that doesn't want to update right now. Unbelievable. Let me just click on the ledger that I'm, or the Vchain, just to make sure that it'll let me log in, and if I wanted to move my XRP, I could. Yep, no problem. I can do whatever I want. See, that's the thing, like, I've got that, but then I put stuff also on BITUNIX now, because I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it. Even if I wanted to go on Uphold right now and add to my bag, oh, it just logged back on. Let's go. I was going to say, even if I wanted to, there would be issues, but I have the money on BITUNIX to add if I want to. Yeah, this is when it happened. My friend, the ironic thing is for you, it pumped here last night. I came on and did a live at 4 a.m. for Bitcoin. Bitcoin pumped here around 3:30 a.m. as well, leading into the overnight hours. So 12 hours later, it's doing the same thing for you it did for us. But our portfolio right now, and this is where the haters can be haters, we put $7,300 into this, okay? $7,300 roughly into our entire portfolio. Maybe $7,500 if you want to split hairs. Right now, our portfolio on $7,500 is up to $18,450 right now. And we haven't even moved. None of our stuff's even moved. That's what I'm trying to say. We haven't even moved. If we actually, like Flare, look at that setup right now. And we have just over 11,400 as Flare continues to match airdrops every month. But this looks like it's getting ready to move. Doesn't that look very familiar to XRP? And if you own XRP, and Gal is down 13%, but we just moved like 60% in a day and a half. It's getting ready for probably its next takeoff. But look at XRP prior to the move, and then tell me Flare doesn't look just like it. Tell me Flare doesn't look just like XRP prior to the move. In the exact same consolidation setup. I am so excited about this, not just from a perspective of XRP. The fact we did our homework. The fact we did our homework. But doesn't Flare look just... I'm just being honest. Flare looks like it's exactly in the same setup as XRP was. I can't help it. And I'm not saying to do leverage. It's a spot. Spot buy, not leverage. So if you're doing leverage, you can get in trouble. From a spot buy here, I don't even know what the price is, what it's going to give you on the exchange right now. But it's an interesting position to be in right now because Flare looks like it. And that's an attachment to XRP. But the whole market, and please make sure to hit that like button. 368 people watching. That's a new record, by the way. Our old record was 320 people watching. 368 people is incredible. Please make sure to hit that like button so that YouTube will recommend this and we can continue to grow this audience during this time. We're going to do some XLMTA as well. I just wanted to, I seen a donation come in that. John Hurley, thank you for the $10 donation. I greatly, greatly appreciate that, my friend. Thank you so much for paying it forward. You know what else I would love to see in here during the live? One new member of Tom's Army. I would kill, or not kill, I'd thrive for one person to join Tom's Army during this live. So that's with Flare. So Flare looks like it's in an absolutely fantastic setup as well. But there's a few of them. Like XRP we're watching. Our big resistance right now for XRP on this push up. Let's see, just so we can hit these targets now. Oh yeah, it's going to be this big resistance up here. If we do continue playing true, remember the November of 2021 formation, and this is if we overextend the 77-month consolidation from when we hit all-time highs. We need to break 75, but this is in the scenario that we keep moving. Right now, our biggest area of resistance outside of that consolidatory phase is, I'm putting a lot of stock into this because it called both of the drops down perfectly to this uptrend. So this pattern's a lot of validity here, which means it should come up to the top. So we're looking still at a move where I'm targeting around, and I talked about 83 cents a few weeks ago when we discovered this. That's why I targeted 83 and not 75 on a breakout. 75, yes, the initial breakout, but then we could back test from 83 to 75 if this is meant to be another attempt at a bull market. Oh my God, thank you guys so much. XRP on CLT 589. Thank you so much for joining Tom's Army in month 1, and that is the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. I kid you not. I thank you so much. And Jason re-ups for a 5th month. And if you do re-up, just because you haven't been a part of Tom's Army, you still continue where you left off. I had that choice on YouTube, and I decided to let the emojis continue on when somebody re-upped. Why lose all the credit they built up just because it's not a streak? So congratulations on now being in month 5 with the XRP predictor. I thank you so much for that, Jason. Yes, you did, Jason, for a 5th month. Thank you all so much. So we're looking at XRP in that perspective, but now we need to know. We need to know. ZIL, it's up 3.4. Oh boy, it started moving now. I feel like ZIL is having a moment where it should break out. What do we think here? Do we think ZIL is getting ready to break out? And that's a very common setup there to what we see in Flare and XRP prior to the move, and also Vchain. If you had to do it, which way would you go? Vchain or ZIL? And Vchain, for the record, is in the exact same, and we're already invested in these. For transparency, I've been in Vchain 22,222 tokens since 1.6 cents, and ZIL 22,222 tokens. It's something that I planned from the bear market. I've been in that since 1.5 cents. Yep, we got an EVR airdrop on Uphold. I don't know what it was for holding, honestly. Must be XRP or something. Yeah, the Flare airdrops 4.5% per month is what separates it for me, to be honest. Bandito, thank you for the $19.99 donation. That is so incredibly generous. What an incredibly generous audience we have here. Like, I can't even stress it enough how generous this community is. It actually touches my heart on a daily basis, to be honest with you. You know, just to see the generosity shown is crazy. So yeah, that's Vchain. If we break out of Vchain, we're looking at a nice move. And yes, I was on at 4 a.m. You better believe it. Well, I had to be, my friend. Well, I didn't have to be, but you know, I want to be here in the big moments. DGB's up 7.6%. Let's not forget about our baby that we bought at 0.007. We've talked about this move up to 1.8 cents for a long time, haven't we, folks? I bet you we're getting sick of me talking about it, but we have 77,700 tokens at 0.007. We're set up for a beautiful future with DGB. If this is a bull market, we don't know yet. We don't know yet because the altcoins haven't done their thing yet. The meme coin started, but now it's time for the real tokens. So watch DGB. XLM I freaking love. Bought in around 8.5 cents on this rotation. About 11,000 tokens. Well, we'll just say 10,000. There's a reason why I did what I did there. We had a target of 15.99 cents, and if we broke over that, we should push up here, if I'm being honest. If XRP does move up to that 82 cent range, I fully anticipate XLM to find its way up here. I think XLM would find its way at 17.2, maybe higher. But that's the top of this formation right here. It's got a lot more ambition here if it breaks out. Let me get rid of some of this mess in here. But big point here, because this is a double top. But man, is it a beautiful sight. For Serena Prize, thank you so much for joining Tom's Army. Now in month 1, and I know that because he's got the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. Make no mistake about it, Shuri, God knows, that's true. That my face is superimposed on there. Thank you, Amber, if you're watching out in the abyss, who made me that emoji several years ago, and then I incorporated it in my channel when I started. Oh, we talk about DAG. Are you talking about for the next move? Well, it's because it's already railing. I'm trying to front run some of these next ones, like Casper is set up right now. But DAG absolutely has had a huge breakout now. Oh, I've been the first to say I was mad that I wasn't in DAG. I missed my target. And I'm not mad because it wouldn't have been my best performing asset, but it definitely would be getting up there now, you know, on this next move. But DAG's a great one. It's not that we're not talking about it, it's just there's a lot to talk about. So now let's look at the obvious back test. If XRP needs the back test, because I know everybody's going to be like, oh my God, it's over already. If XRP wants the back test, 67 cents could be a possible back test here, as it took a very long time to break that rising channel resistance from June of 2022, or XRP doesn't go all the way back and we continue to run up. But that would be a logical spot to try to retest, just because it took so long to come up here. But Bitcoin has not back tested every structure, so let's just see, maybe we do get up to 75 cents. This is the all-time formation. Well, not the one I want, but that is one of the all-time formations. The XRP market cap right now, it should push up here still to about 42.5 billion. So we still have room here. We still have room here. The wick off was right again, indeed. We talked about the wick off. So this is what we're at now. This is what we're facing. This is a beautiful thing to wake up to. We're almost up, though, to our next major resistance. I think it would behoove us not to tap this a third time. So now let's pay attention, everybody. For everybody who's in here, and I'm sorry, I can't see out of my left eye, so sometimes I gotta look close on the left side. I have keratoconus. Big scar on my left eye since I was born. My right eye was supposed to be like that. I was already supposed to be blind at 30. I'm 40, and it never progressed. And now it doesn't even show signs of it in my right eye. So that's why I say we all have our own personal things to be thankful for. So resistance 1, resistance 2, and we've been saying for how long, folks, that it would behoove us, and we have to, even if bearish, come up and retest the third time. I know everybody's been getting sick of me saying that 75 cents. That's what we're trying to do today. We're trying to come up here, and if we're bullish, we'll break over that and we'll back test on it. So we have a big thing to try to do here today. This is a big, big thing. Where would a bottom be if resistance hits on XRP? Okay, so a few different ways we can go with this. Seeing that we're looking at the all-time pattern, if, let's just say, this third hit of resistance, and by no means am I saying this, but let's just say in a worst-case scenario it has that. If it comes up here and gets a rejection, now we would have to come up there at 75 cents approximately, so it wouldn't be done just yet. Technically, in the worst-case scenario, because this pattern stayed put for 77 months and this uptrend's been intact since 2020 in this rotation, your technical floor right now should be about a 48% drop if it happened at 38.6 cents. But that's saying we don't break out. Remember, Bitcoin's already proven as of right now that it's broken out, and now it's trying to confirm a rally up if it can break 73,500 roughly. It gives XRP a room to hit 75 cents, but if Bitcoin gets rejected here, that would make it interesting. But Bitcoin's technical move now on that push out, if we can hold 73,816, I'm very clear about this. Because of that rising channel we formed off of the broadening wedge breakout, the technical move up, if we break out of this area, but it would have to be on top of the broadening or the rising channel, which is like 74,400. So there's room there. The technical breakup is 83,767. XRP is still severely behind Bitcoin. Today helps. Today certainly helps. But we are still severely behind. And tonight's going to be one of the most important lives you watch. So make sure if you come back, or if once this is over, we still got about 25 minutes here to continue talking and continue to try to figure this out. But if you want to continue to be involved with this rotation, make sure you come back at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, the difference is it's not going to be the daily close at 7 p.m. anymore. Oh, no. Yesterday, the clocks went forward, and on my 4 a.m. live, I told everybody, I didn't even realize it. Had no idea. The whole day we're trying to figure out, like, man, our clocks are weird in the house. Did our power go out or something? I've been watching the pattern so closely, I was oblivious to the time change. So now, it's, an hour ahead. So, the one saying it, paying it forward soon, I appreciate that. Just, that's the thing when the time is right. And by no means, if you don't pay it forward by monetization or a donation by monetization, that's not the only way to donate to the channel. Simply hit that like button so YouTube will recommend this video. Right now, we've got 75 people that could hit that like button. That could help this go. You could share this on social media. That's another way. You could, if you're looking to trade XRP, do me a favor and look in the video description below and click on BITUNIX. There's no VPN required in the USA. They have a trading license since 22, Canada since 2024. They've never let go of XRP on the exchange at all, even during the unregulatory uncertainty, the lawsuit announcement. They're up during this high time of volatility. Even when I tried to get on earlier, now Uphold seems to be working. But when I tried to get on at the start, it wasn't up as usual. So lowest spot fees and leverage trading fees, so you can do both in one place. I don't advise leverage, but if you do it, at least it's there. So take advantage of it. And if you're in the UK or in Australia, that side of the pond, MEXC, they have no spot fees right now, as a matter of fact, but you can't use it in the USA if you're a new user. BITUNIX never turned their back, and they don't charge us like Uphold. So that's why I say take advantage of that, and that's in the video description or pinned comments below. Take advantage of it. Do yourself a favor. We're going to relax, though. We're definitely going to relax. I need to relax. I need to grab a water, though. My throat's dry. I'm going to walk inside for 30 seconds and grab a water. In the comments, I want to know real quick, I want to know, do you think XRP is going to continue here to 75 cents, or do you think we're going to have a correction down to like 68 cents first? Personally, I'm looking for the upward. All right, sorry about that, everybody. Somebody says bounce off 80 cents. I hope we go all the way now. Correction says Christopher and Crypto Gambino. Gregor says up. PHEMEX says up. Raif says I hope up, not down. Light says up. Rage says bounce off 80. Adobo says $3 XRP. Let's go in time, friend, in time, but we got to clear some levels. But we can stay positive. We can certainly stay positive here. So, the other thing that's a beautiful thing, and we always say, XLM, you've got to have an order just like XRP. This is what we've talked about. Remember, in the live, I even said, guys, if we break down, this is the way it would play out, but we have a technical move up to 15.99. Look, we fulfilled this now. It was perfectly targeted. The pattern we formed was perfect. And the way we did this, in fact, not bouncing here, but actually using this downtrending resistance line as a support if it breaks out. I mean, it bounced right off of it. You can't make this up with technical analysis. A lot of people bag on the analysis, but look at this. It's telling us the entirety of the move. Even the breakdown target we had, if it were to break down, like, I don't leave any stone unturned here for my audience. And this is no stone left unturned in worst case scenario events. And look at that. It showed us the resistance already. Just by understanding the fundamental part of the pattern, we know the move that will likely, even though the technical target was 15.99, the likelihood of the move is going to be up around 17.3, even if it's rejected. And that's XRP at 75 cents. So I'm very happy with what's happening here. No, my friend. You do not want a new bottom. Oh, shit, boy. No. The boys and girls, the men and women, Hell, even if there's children in the audience, you do not want a new bottom. And I'm going to tell you right now, if that happens, this entire thing is invalidated, and you have not even understood what a bear market means, period. You cannot break below this uptrending support at any cost, at all. If you break below 38.9, not only does it extend out the fact that this rotation calls for an end in December of this year at the latest, but if we broke out before June, we would be in a great spot. Now you would extend it back, not just that 38 cents isn't the floor, but now you come down to 25 cents, and that pushes it all the way back to April at the earliest of 2025. And then if we break through that, now we start talking the cataclysmic drop. We're talking about in the 2027-28 area, but now you're talking about a 1.1 cent. So you really don't want that if you're a holder, because then you're talking about 3 to 4 years of overhaul here. You can't have that. We can't have it. In my opinion, we can't lose 38 cents. Otherwise, it invalidates this entire 6-year consolidation. Sorry, but this entire 77-month consolidation is invalidated with the breach of 38 cents. That is a fact. So if the move doesn't happen to the top side, imagine if it doesn't go to $1.97. Now you have that equal move down from 38 cents. You're talking like a 1 or 2 cent XRP. You don't want that. It'd be great in hypothetical terms because we could say what we could buy, but 99% of the audience would be liquidated and done. Done. Because your entire portfolio. No, 38 cents would not break the formation. What do you mean? I'm telling you right now, this is the all-time formation. It's right on the screen, my friend. If you're going to comment, guys, actually understand what's going on here before you gaslight the audience. And what I mean by that is somebody might not know what the hell's going on, so don't confuse them. All-time rotation, you can't even say that. What are you talking about? Uptrend. The first resistance was January of 2018. Nobody knows this better than I do. I talk about this every day for 3 years. Every day. My 3-year anniversary is coming the end of March. I've never missed a day on YouTube. I've been talking this for so long. First hit of resistance is right here, just above 10 cents, back on March of 2020. 27-month consolidation from swing high to swing low. Then we came up here, even after holding support again, after the lawsuit, we still held this uptrend, which gives it all the credibility. Came up to resistance here for a second time in the fake bull market in 21, as I call it, the bear market rally of epic proportions. Came down here, held this uptrend again in 22, and twice in 22, hit it again in 23. So that is the floor. So now if we come down to that uptrend, to say that we can't come down here is BS. 38 cents is fine. Okay, 38.4 cents. You can absolutely come down to that range. An overextension to 36 isn't going to kill you as long as the wick comes back up. The 28 wouldn't kill you as long as it's just a daily wick. But the point is that's absolutely a possibility. To say it's not, you just haven't watched the past rotations. If it could come down from 3.50 to 10 cents and then come down from $1.97 to 28 cents, pretty sure it can come down from 75 cents to 38 if it wanted to, without a blink of the eye. So let's just be understanding of the pattern, because this is where we get roped in and don't understand what's going on. This is facts. I'm not just preaching and saying words. I'm not just putting together fancy numbers every day when I speak it. Yeah, just because I don't have to look at the chart doesn't mean I'm not making it up. So, you know, it's desirable what we're looking at right now. Somebody said in the daily RSI as well, the stock RSI obviously, so take that for a grain of salt. But yeah, the RSI just broke into a bullish form here. And it's got room to run into this oversold like a son of a gun if it wants to. Oh, you're welcome, Hot Sauce. You know, I stay emotionless, but that doesn't mean I don't bring passion. Captain Crypto Morgan, number 45. Bears are calling for 45 cents. Yeah, the Bears were calling for it too before this push up. I know all about the Bears. I called it a bear trap. I said that because of all the bears out there. And like, if I wasn't so focused, I had a tailor-made trade last night, or early AM. Instead of doing a trade, I did a live, and I completely lost focus. I could have played that XRP move and went over the top. But like I said, a lot of times I don't like to buy leverage and stuff because I want to pay attention to the move in itself. That's it. I really only care about the actual move. So that's why I'm saying there's something about the develop here. With H-bar, with ZIL, with Vchain, XDC especially is so undervalued right now, but it always waits until after the move is done with XRP or until it's in the midst. Jeffrey says, I fuck with this guy, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. RG, I mean, now you're putting words in my mouth. So you're saying XRP is going to go down. No. Just listen to what I said, and if you can't understand what I'm saying, rewatch it. We don't know what XRP is going to do. We haven't even come to the technical target. For all we know, XRP is about to push right through it, but I told everybody who sold it when they came on at 71 cents or 72 and said they're out, it's not technically done yet. I'm just trying to save you guys money along the way, too, and make you money. You guys, some of you make it out to be too hard for itself. Who cares what I'm saying? Look at the pattern. Look at the fundamental setup right now. Vchain, what I'm telling you, is getting ready for a move. Period. ZIL is getting ready for a move. Period. XRP and XLM, the move that they're getting ready for has already had it. Or at least XRP is, and it's still in the midst of its move. I love my XRP bag. 34.6 cents in 2023, and we're at about a year now. I love what we did, but I love more what we did with everything else. A lot of people that don't understand technical analysis overlook that you have to push not just in your main bag. There's other opportunities out there. And I think a lot of people miss the boat a little bit by saying, oh, XRP's not running, we're screwed. And then they want to sell because they don't own anything else. No, you don't sell because XRP's not moving up. It's in the accumulation. You buy additional assets when they reach the levels you desire. That's how we do it. Tom, throw some charts easy. So that's stellar right now. That's stellar. Oh yeah, let me put the XRP chart back on, because we're going towards this 75-cent resistance is our next area. Hey, if there's something I do is I bring passion and I bring honesty and I bring integrity and all that stuff, but I'm feisty. I'm a much better person than I was in 21 trying to do this, but I'm still feisty. And that's just a part of me. I get feisty, but I don't like to be embellished. So you'll see me fire when somebody's trying to gaslight me at times, but I've gone away from that, though, as most know. I don't even have the care to be able to fight all of that anymore. I don't care. So let's see. Vchain is at 4931 right now. I think out of Vchain and ZIL, they're both going to move at about the same pace. So I don't think you can really make a bad decision here. ZIL might have more upward potential because it was behind, but in no way is there a bad decision here, I don't think. I would love to hear what the audience has to say, though. I love you all, too, as well. Wah, wah, wah. One morning, everyone will wake up to 5. I don't deny it. I don't doubt that we can wake up to that happening. ZIL right now, it's got a nice inverted hammer, it looks like. It's bouncing out of here. Our catalyst is bouncing out of 3783, and we're off to the races to like 46 very quickly. RG, you just got here. No. I wasn't, well, maybe, okay, you just got here. So XRP, right now, I don't think we're tapped out. Even if we look at it in the smallest sense here, we've got the all-time formation that we know we've still been waiting to hit this third time on resistance. So I think we're still trying to come up to 75 cents. It's like 75 cents to see if it comes up through here. We're going to be looking at the 82-cent mark, which I think, honestly, yes, I know that that's the 77-month consolidation, but I think this pattern from November of 2021 already sold it. It sold it, that we weren't bearish. It came down here twice and held the uptrend and said, we've come down for consolidation. Now, the resistance on a push up is all the way up at about 82 cents, 81.5 cents. So that's where I'm targeting at the end of this to see what we're actually going to do. I think it's going to fly past 75 more than likely. We can't say it for sure because nobody knows for sure. But you catch what I'm saying. So, but Vchain or ZIL, that's the bottom line here right now. Those two. H-bar, I have very high hopes for a big move here as well, as it's coming off the handle and it's on a consolidated handle now after the breakout of the handle. So I have very high hopes that that's about to have a rally as well. So again, if it was up to you, Vchain, big breakout coming, yes or no? That's all I want to know. Breakout coming, yes or no for Vchain? That's all you have to ask, yes or no? Yep.
Somebody asked a good question.
What?
Gary Hayes, I'm new to this. Do you sell at the height or then buy it as low? I think you should answer that question.
Okay, Gary asked if you sell at the low or the high and buy at the low. That's what I did. It's about the rotation. Right now, I bought in at 34.6 cents as of 2021 because it was the rotational tug. It's where it showed it on the uptrend after we broke down. So, but I'm not looking to sell it necessarily at all in the sense. Like, this isn't where I'm looking to sell. I'm looking at this as the accumulation phase. I'm waiting for the next big rally. So if it gives us the chance, like this is no different than 21 because it kept going from like 37 to 55 to 42 to 80 to 65 to 38 to 72 to 60. You know, it kept doing this. And then all of a sudden it went to $1.97. All the work we're putting in right now, from my opinion, right now, it's if you don't own it right now, this is where you can get in trouble because we're looking for short-term, short-term satisfaction, so to say. You know, we're looking for short-term satisfaction. But I don't think, I'm not looking to sell it here is my point. I'm looking at this non-biasedly. Oh, you're up 17,000 from yesterday to today. Holy smokes. So yeah, everybody needs to do their own educated, informed decision. I'm just looking at Vchain. I think our bag's about to get a little bit better here. I think it's about to pump some. So just pay attention here. I think it's severely undervalued at this point. And I think it's just moments away. I think at some point today we're going to be looking together. And we're going to probably see Vchain up 20-25%. Maybe not today or tomorrow. So buy it in spot. If it comes down 10%, buy more. Right? And try to time this for the next push because it is on a huge bull flag. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Algo, yes, we can look at Algo as we are up to the 52-minute. Gary, I hope that helped. I'm so sorry, Gary, that I didn't see your comment. This is the most people I've ever had in here. Normally we have about 150 to 200 people, we've noticed, especially when there's a little bit of movement. But only one other time have I ever hit 300, and we were up to 323. So I haven't been able to keep up to the comments as I wanted to, but Julie's seen it, my significant other, and she brought up your comment. Prosperity Fund at 75 cents. I don't think so. I think because of, hold on, let me do Algo, and then I'll show you again to reaffirm it. I don't want to be a dick to everybody. I apologize. I was very, I have a lot of energy today, as you can see. Algo right now, our big move that we were waiting for all the way from just under 10 cents when we bought was up at 30.7 cents. But it's come down a little bit because that was at a different part. So right now we're looking at about 30 cents. 30 cents. But we have put in a bullish cup and handle. If we do break up over 30 cents, our next big target's 45. And I think that's where we're actually going. I think we're actually going to target 45. But right now, we've absolutely come up to that first big target. For anybody who bought on Winning Wednesdays and FOMO Fridays, unbelievable job you did. We ended up getting 7,700 tokens. Only $75 a week was what I required for everybody who wanted to join. Not to send me, but to build your own portfolio. God, I wouldn't ask you to send anything. I'd rather you make your own portfolio. But, I mean, we've gone up from 10 cents. So we have a 200x or 200% gain right now in Algo. But that's what we're looking at. And then a breach above this, you got a wide move here. I mean, we can do it from the technical sense if you want. And I like to do it from the short end here. Because then you don't have the overzealous and the over expectation, but you still have a reasonable expectation. If it breaks out here, oh, it's actually higher than I said. Technically, you would have a big resistance there, but the top, oh, this makes sense, comes just over the top of the first drop. So technically, your big break would be 52. Oh, man, we could be into some huge money here with Algo. Even better than XRP because of how low we got it. We never got the chance of XRP at 10 cents, and Algo's been higher more recent. So algo was one of those rare opportunities. When it got sucked in, just like XRP with the lawsuit, they started to target algo. So that's one of them there. But with XRP, somebody asked somebody asked just now. But I think this is what we're going for, resistance. 75 cents is our first chance. So obviously that 77-month consolidation resistance is the first chance. But in current environments, unless we break down, it looks like this is tailor-made, this November of 2021 pattern. Let me get rid of all this because we already know a lot of this in the other way on the other charts. I'll keep that because it's the top part. We'll still keep that bottom uptrend just in case it were to break down all of a sudden. But this pattern told us that our top resistance right now until we break out is about 81.6 cents. So that's where I'm targeting. Unless we get rejected at 75 cents and have a correction to 68, and then we have to see what happens. Not saying just because 75 hits, it would just have a correction. I'm just saying that's a possibility. It's plausible. So yeah, but I'm pretty excited about where everything's at right now. Just the opportunity that we have. Because we have a major opportunity. Like I've been saying, I'm watching Vchain, I'm watching ZIL, I'm also watching Flare because they all are set up in similar formations. So just pay attention because this is beautiful. We've been very patient, we've been very dedicated, and we've been very loyal to our cause. And when you put all three things together and you actually know what's going on, this is what can happen. And for the newcomers, I do not smoke cigarettes. This is my relaxation. I wish I would have found it sooner, but I found it when I was 23 after I broke my back in a very bad car accident that was not my fault. And 17 years later, it's giving me my peace of mind. I wish I would have found it sooner than 17 years ago. Keeps me off all the prescription stuff that they try to put you on. Anyhow. JW, welcome in. Thank you so much for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge along with Devin. I appreciate both of you being in here because you've been very diligent during this whole process. But I think we're just very excited here in the community. I can't lie. We're just a very excited group right now. And let me put on the XRP chart or the XLM first because that's the resistance we're trying to push past. That's our technical target after the initial breakout. Then we have a target up at about 17.3. So our next move's about, let me put this on here so you can see it, about 17.3 cents. So we still got a lot of room here for XLM. Same thing with XRP. If we come over the 77-month consolidation resistance, which if I got the right chart would help. Still not the, oh yeah, I know what happened here. I accidentally hit the button, so it's on the bottom. Hold on. So the 77-month consolidation, let's put this right back, right there. So if the 77-month consolidation, if we get past that, which I think we are, you can't say for sure, but I think we're going to get past it. Excuse me, I put that in the wrong spot. We can't have it above the market cap. But this 77-month consolidation, this is our first resistance, right? This rising channel doesn't matter. We came outside of it. But that's our first resistance. And that's right at 75 cents. So we'll see. But this is a very, very bullish setup right now in this candle. Extremely bullish. Yes, we didn't have an extreme amount of volume like I would have hoped for, but the day's not done yet. We've still got 7 hours left, and we're already up to, well, I don't know what we're up to because the volume's not showing it. Oh. I was going to say something was seeming wrong. I thought maybe I had hit something. 27.9 million on this candle. The correction candle right here was 40 million. So we've still got room here. We've got room. And that looks like it's designed as almost like a hammer candle there. That's even more bullish because we had some weight to the bottom to start the day. And then we just exploded. So if we want to look at some of the indicators real quick, as I think when you have a chance and you can look at it. Look at this again, folks. Finally, again, we can talk about more. I keep talking about these, the bulls taking off millions at a time off of Binance. I tried to talk about this last night, and now we seem to see more. But with the indicators now, it's a beautiful thing. And it's a beautiful thing when you're in before the actual rally starts. That's why I say the accumulation phase is key. Nothing's better than spot. Even if you're down 10% in spot, but you know the rally's coming, you could always add 10% more and make your portfolio feel whole. And then when it gets up, now you got that much more. Oh, AMP, I'm excited for. I've built up to 93,000 tokens in AMP with this consolidation it's given me over the time. So, especially when I added, well, I told everybody that significant ad I added not too long ago. I feel AMP is on its way too. So right now, XRP in the last week is up 17%. Last month, 39.7%. 3 months, 18.7%. Last 6 months, 53.1%. Year to date, 19.4%. In 1 year time frame, we're up 102.1%. If you bought with us, we're over that. We're over 102%. We bought at 34.6 cents on this bear market. Our indicators right now, if we go to the 4 hourly, overwhelmingly buy. Oscillators 1 sell, 3 buy, 7 neutral. Moving averages 14 buy, 1 neutral, 0 sell. Which puts us at 17 buy, 8 neutral, 1 sell overall. If we look at the Fibonacci retracement zones, or the pivot levels of the Fibonacci, we had a resistance right now at 74.39 cents is our R3 resistance. If we break above that, we're moving into a new area, as we know, and that also will help us push up and over the 77-month consolidation right around there. And then if we break down, our next support right now, S1 right now would be technically 68.9 cents, but it's going to have to be reconfigured. But that's the major resistance that we are trying to push over at 74.39. That's our last resistance. If you look at it from a classical sense, 74.39 is resistance too, and then we have 88.56, but the 4 hourly would have to reset for the Fibonacci, or well, the Fibonacci levels would have to reset by the defined motion, or the defined range we're in. So I'm very happy what I'm seeing though, folks. I'm very happy. I hope everybody does tune in tonight at 6:30 p.m. East, or 7:30, or 8 o'clock's the flip, but I'm still coming on at 6:30 p.m. That's my time I'm going to be coming on. Up 20% today, paying it back for your advice. Martin McGregor, thank you so much for the $4.99 donation. What an incredibly generous person you are. Wow, I'm so appreciative of that mindset. I really am. I really, really am. Double your XRP scam. Oh my God. I try so much to talk about that too, and I'm going to have to do a more diligent job about all those scams that are going around. If you hold XRP and they're telling you to do the quantum financial system and all that nonsense, don't listen to it. If they tell you that you can double your XRP, don't do it. Scam the other day. I need to see what that said. Oh my God. And we don't want this experience to go in vain. I know you're the vessel right now for this, but everybody else can understand this lesson that you've had to experience here, which is not easy. Unfortunately, I've seen it happen to some YouTubers. One that I appreciate very much, but I don't want to bring up the name. But this is just the biggest shame right now. It says, unbelievable, Ivan. Unbelievable. Got scammed the other day for 10,000 XRP, and seeing the price go up is making sick. Oh, man. Let everybody just take that as a lesson. Let this be a lesson that Ivan's bestowed upon us. Like I always say, don't forget to give thanks to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, as we're being seen a message right now of what could happen so easily in this space. So easily. Man, and thank you so much for that $5 donation. A token of appreciation. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. It's such a damn shame. I hate all the scams that are going on, and they target the XRP audience, and it's because there's so much misinformation going on. Not because we're dumb, not because we're easy targets, but when there's a lot of misinformation, it's the perfect area for a scammer to live. And I hate saying that, but it's true. Right now, we have to watch this. So we need to see if XRP has this team to break this first resistance, because we have a very big chance at a big breakout here. If not, we start to look at the breakout areas. First, we have to look at these back tests if, for whatever reason, it has to happen. And we're looking at right around 67 cents on a pullback, if it happens. In no way am I saying this is what's happening. And before we can continue on to the 81.5 cents as the November of 2021 formation shows us, we have to finally get past this 77-month consolidation, as we're up now, folks. The time we've been talking about is past. We're finally up for this third tug. If everybody who's watching, well, if you could have been here prior to this move, if you hadn't had any XRP at 48.8 cents, I made a proclamation and came out on a video and made a very urgent plea to my audience. And I said, if you did not buy XRP, you have the absolute 100% easiest setup to make a quick rotational gain. And it was right here. That's not even the right chart right there. Where's my other one? And it was just a moment in time, and you either took advantage of it or you didn't. And we said this would be the easiest way to have a 35 to 40% move, and I talked about it forever. In fact, my title page on my updates every day was showing the move up to 66 cents even before it happened. So I said buy at 48.8 cents, 49 cents. When this made a bullish Gartley reversal, we anticipated the first move. I drew it out and then I deleted it after just so we could watch the rotation. And then I put a 25% move from here, and I begged everybody, just come on. What are you waiting for? And we ended up moving from here. Now, if you would have listened just from 48.8 cents, and for something that never moves, XRP is up about 50%, and this has happened in just over a month. About 6 weeks. Never give out your... No. Never give that out. And always put on, and what I found, have it sent to your email, but don't stop there. Also have it sent to an authenticator. That authenticator app that is only timed and synced to your exact phone or whatever technology you have in front of you, that's what you need to use. Have that second step. I was against it at first. Got scammed through Discord. Well, I don't have a Discord, but that's a shame to hear. That's going to happen in a bunch of Discord communities. Some people advertise that they are me. See, if that's... What would my target be for ZIL? That's an excellent question, as we are just waiting right now to see how this plays out. I appreciate everybody who's watching with me. ZIL right now is at 495. The first target, in my opinion, for ZIL, and it's just this short-term formation right here. Although, if we're coming for a more realistic target, we have to at least expand the zone so we can see what we're working with. Just like I did with XRP last night prior to the move. So we're just going to expand it so we can get a point of reference. So what I'm going to choose to do is do this. I think. Nope, that's not right. I don't think I can do it like that. I think it's bigger. Yeah, it is. So I think we have to do it like this. Now that we have all the evidence. Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely okay with this. We could make a smaller one as well. But that's what I think we need to do. Because we actually hit up here way at the top. And that's where this started forming, as we can see. Let me line this up how it's supposed to be now. So that's how it's supposed to be. So if we're looking at a technical target, in no way am I going up all the way to the top. I don't like to go from the top. I'll take... Wow, Bandito, thank you so much for the $9.99. Still a good buy at any price under $1 long-term zoom out, my friends. Absolutely, you're 100% correct. And thank you for being in Tom's Army as well for 5 months with the XRP Predictor. Unbelievably generous you are. So, if we're being realistic here, man, I don't know if I want to go way down there, though. It does make all the sense right there, though, so what are we afraid of by just saying it? Okay. So I'm going to give 2 targets, though. The longer range, if it does fulfill it, or the one that could technically cut us short, I guess. It's the only thing that really catches me up at all here. But let's just say we break out somewhere over here. I would say your target, though, you're coming up to that rising channel resistance at 5.8. But technically, if you take the expansion of here, you could say 6 cents. But over the top, overall, I've been waiting for a move up to 6.3. So if you're asking me what I'm expecting, at some point for it to get to 6.3, But this initial move suggests 5.9, 6 cent area, or if we take it from a smaller part of this pattern, just so we can be more certain that even if it was just an artificial move up, this is what I like to do, and this is why you see all of my stuff on XRP all the time. So now we know we had a hit from up here, and we know we've had a hit from right there as well. So I'm going to choose to do it like this and just take the smaller width here instead of going to the back. So then you could say, okay, well, you know what? Technically, we could say a first layer breakup I'm expecting is 5.6. So that's slightly different than that 5.99. So 5.6 cents at least is what I'm anticipating on a breakout. Now, there's no guarantee it breaks out, but in the current setup, I expect first 11%. But ultimately, it looks like a 20% move is built up, if not greater. When it first did this consolidation, I said 6.3 cents, but that was before this evidence of what's lining up right now. So, but the flare airdrop is not a scam. That's the thing. I'm not saying that that's a scam. I'm saying the people who imitate it is the scam. The flare airdrop, you shouldn't have to do anything to get the 4.5% flare per month that you are deserved. If you hold it on uphold, you get 4.5% of your holdings every single month in an airdrop. That is not a scam. You just have to have an exchange, and you don't have to do anything. That's the thing. For all these airdrops, you shouldn't have to do anything except have it on your exchange or ledger, period. All that other bullshit, that's how they get us. So that's what I'm looking at for Vchain, assuming we play out here. What the heck's Vchain? It's up to, I mean, it's barely up. Since it's up like 0.7% since we first brought this up. So if anybody's saying, well, it's already moving a little bit, it's not. It hasn't. This is still in the rotation. Anything within that fundamental setup we talked about would be a good buy for the breakout. I'm not saying go leverage, though. That's the danger zone. If we go leverage, you get in a lot of trouble. But now I'm waiting for ZIL, Vchain, HBAR to start imitating some of these moves, along with Flare. Gala at some point is going to have a nice reversal. I know it's down 12%, but it had a 50% run up almost about a day and a half ago. AMP is another one. I know Tanya mentioned it. Tanya, welcome in love as well. And thank you for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year. AMP's another one that we have a technical target if we break ups at about 1.1 cents. This could do a one bagger here. It's severely behind. But that's just if it breaks out of this current formation and plays out true. So we're going to see what happens here. We're going to see what happens here. Otherwise, if it were to break down, you know, that's too far. Too far. So it's looking good for AMP as well. So, but guys and gals, I'm running out of steam here. I've got to get going because I got to do a live tonight as well. I've got the kids that'll be getting out of school here shortly. I love all the people here as well. It makes me very happy. If you haven't taken advantage yet and looked in the video description below and our pinned comments, especially USA users and Canadian users, take advantage of BITUNIX. It stayed up in the high times of volatility today, as we witnessed during the live. That uphold was down for a period. It's back up. But they have the lowest spot fees and leverage trading fees on the market. They also have had the support of XRP since the lawsuit started and never turned their back. The fees on spot is so much cheaper that you'll see it even if you were to buy, let's just say you bought Vchain right now. You would see the difference from uphold to there, and it's a big difference. But with XRP, make sure we watch. If we do have a rotation at a consolidation right now, 68 cents would be what it would try to target. Our next resistance is 75 cents. Over the top from there is up at about 81.5 cents. That's the November of 2021 pattern resistance. But first, we have to get through a 77-month consolidation at 75 cents. That's been going on in XRP. So just pay attention. Don't let your emotion take hold of you here. But watch these patterns evolve. Watch the patterns evolve because something big has happened. And even what XRP's done right now doesn't solidify what Bitcoin's already done. And some of them, like I've said, I've tried to give a foresight here into ZIL, a foresight into HBAR, Vchain, XDC, and also Flare with very similar setups here, looking like they're about to have big explosive moves. We don't know how much, we don't know when, but at some point, I believe if you're patient and you're in spot, you're going to reap the rewards of these moves as well as we have with XRP so far. So I do thank each and every one of you. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out. We need 2 more likes to hit 400, and that would be the first time in a live we hit 400 likes, as we set a record with, I believe, 367 viewers, which was a record. And I hope to see everybody here tonight, because I think tonight's update is far more important, or live is going to be more important than this one, even though we got put on the same track. If you appreciate my work, please hit that like button so YouTube will recommend this and we can continue to grow this beautiful audience and continue to expand. And if you appreciate my work, consider joining Tom's Army or sending 1 YouTube super chat per month as a way and a token of appreciation to pay it forward. Thank you all so much. I thank each and every one of you. Have a blessed afternoon, and I will see you for this evening's live.